Yep.
Okay. Alright, we've let our pie crust rest. And it says to divide into 2 equal parts, but I usually, because the bottom crust is larger, they may look about even. Okay. Let me get some wax paper out. I think there's enough on this roll, but maybe not. I'll get enough that we've got room to work. And we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of flour on our wax paper. Just the right end up. Okay, so we got flour underneath, and put a little bit on top. And the roller. This is another gift from my friend Terry Clark. I just love it. And you see, I'm turning my paper and not my crust. I'm trying to make it as smooth. Oops. A circle as possible, as close to a circle as we can get. And you just keep turning your paper and working your crust around. Should have got my pie plate out first, but I think I've got one up in the top that we can use. I really like my stoneware pie plates, but metal works good too. I do those whenever I'm taking them to a person for a birthday, or if I take one to a family if they've had a death in the family. And that way they can throw it away, and they don't have to worry about trying to get my plate back to me. I'm gonna go ahead and get my big dish plate out of here. This is one that I took a pie to my friend in for her birthday, because I knew I'd get it back. I think she's very careful with it. She double bagged it so it didn't get broken. Beautiful Pampered Chef pie plate. They make the best pie. This is the reason I like this particular roller. You can just roll your crust up on it and then roll it right back off. And we've got a little bit of flour in here, but that's okay. This is a bottom crust. We really want to keep it together as much as possible. Sometimes it's not. If it's not, then you can always get some cold water and repair it where it needs to be repaired. And in fact, we just may do that here in just a second so you can see. All's not lost. We don't have to prick this pie crust because it's going to all bake in the oven. If you were doing something like a coconut pie or a chocolate pie, you would need to bake your pie crust first while you were working on your pudding, and you would prick that crust before you put it in the oven. Let me get my pastry brush out. and just take a bit of that flour out. And like I say, it really won't hurt because it'll just help make a little heavier base for the apples once they've cooked. I could have gotten that centered a little better, but I didn't. So we're going to, I'll show you what we'll do here in just a second. Okay, we've got, here's our apples, and they have made some liquid, and it's going to be yummy. This is from the sugar and the flour and the brown sugar. Now, like I said, we're going to put just a little bit of liquid in here from a Sprite. I need to go find a Sprite. So, just if you want to turn it off while I'm going out to get the Sprite, fine. Or you can just make wonderful pictures of the apples. Look how good that looks.